Scottish Love in Action was a charity that I got involved in through kind of a mutual friend that sort of, with Gilly, the director of the charity, had kind of told me about it, and I met her and she told me about the work that Scottish Love in Action did. And what interested me about it, and I've worked with all different charities over the years of all different sizes, some of them kind of big, sort of huge organisations, and other ones very, very small charities like this one. And I kind of think that people have more confidence in a smaller charity because they know there's not going to be loads of sort of staff and admin costs, and that they can move quickly and they can kind of get into places where things kind of need to happen basically, and the resources that they get in are more directed towards where they're going to go rather than kind of getting swamped in admin and bureaucracy. I've been a visitor to India for years and years and years. I mean, I kind of went, I think about 30 years ago was the first time I went to India, and I've been involved in all different kinds of projects out there. I kind of sort of liked the idea of a charity, having a Scottish-based charity, a small Scottish-based charity, working with these orphanages and working with street kids to get them into education, to give them a home, to give them that kind of support and network and love, basically, that every kid needs to sort of to get on. It seemed to me, that it's like we're really talking about. I mean, we have poverty in the West and all that, but we're talking about kids who've got literally nothing, they're literally dumped on railway stations, and that it's almost when you go to some of the stations in some of the big cities, it's almost an incredible kind of sort of completely kind of hyper real sight, that you have kids just like sardines just sleeping kind of sort of in rows and rows and rows on railway stations, and obviously kind of in all sorts of kind of jeopardy there, from adults, from other kids. So to get them in a safe place and to get them given these opportunities is a fantastic thing, and that's why Scottish Love Action is a fantastic charity. You look for different connections with yourself, and I mean, I was fortunate that I came from a home where people valued education. It was an old kind of school sort of Scottish thing. I think we've lost that thing in the West now. We don't really have that in our culture now. We don't really see it as a means of socially progressing, and in some ways it isn't, because the way our economy is. Whereas a developing economy, it's there's much more kind of sort of leverage. So culturally, it's far more kind of there is that kind of resonance that that I grew up with. The education was a very important thing, and even kids who, for some reason, who don't seem to have any kind of guides or mentors or whatever, they still have that kind of underlying sense. It just seems to be kind of permeated through the culture of the society, that education is a way of kind of making that kind of social progress. It is a kind of passport to a better future.